Hello, friends, and welcome to my channel, Cat Tarot. Today, we are diving into a fascinating topic that has been on my mind for quite some time: Pluto in Aquarius, set to make its debut in 2024. This transit marks a significant shift, one that could potentially spell the end of celebrity culture as we know it, and herald the rise of something entirely new, which is you. You are being the star of your own life's journey. So let's take a deep dive into how this Pluto in Aquarius transit is likely to affect each zodiac sign for the next 2 decades up until 2043. So I feel that actually I am uniquely positioned to speak about it, as not only I'm Aquarius, but in my natal chart Pluto is in my 12th house, contributing to my spiritual abilities. And clearly, my little cat tarot channel is like not big, but still some influencer out there which stubbornly refuses to follow trends in order to pursue notoriety and fame. And I continue to beat my own drum. So let's jump into the topic. So, what is ahead of us is a remarkable period that is poised to bring about profound changes in the realm of fame and public figures. The Great Reset and the Fall of Celebrity Culture is not just a catchy title. It's a potential reality that we are truly facing. So, Pluto, it's tiny little gassy planet somewhere in the back of our galaxy. But in astrology, it represents power, control, fear, and chaos. So, Scorpio is generally represented with Pluto, but initially it was represented with Mars. So, Mars is like when you walk into boss's office and you want a raise. And it's if you get it or if you don't get it. And Pluto is all bosses getting together and deciding to change the world. So this is the impact. So Pluto represents this power, control, fear, and chaos. Its influence varies depending on the sign it is in, but it always embodies the essence of power and control for that sign. So in the past, when Pluto was in Leo and later in Capricorn, we witnessed the rise of celebrity culture where fame, status, and reputation become paramount. So back in the 50s, when Pluto was in Leo, Hollywood had its dawn on fame. So we had this advent of television and radio. And following that, Pluto journeyed through Capricorn, and that fueled further that celebrity culture, intensifying the power and influence of those in the public eye. But now, as Pluto moves into Aquarius, God help us, I guess, a sign which is associated with individuality, innovation, and collective consciousness, we are witnessing the beginning of a profound shift. We have already received a taste of that change when Pluto briefly entered Aquarius last year, and then it retrograded back into Capricorn, allowing us all to readjust. On January 21st, 2024, Pluto is making its second visit to Aquarius. It will again retrieve back to Capricorn on September the 1st. However, after November 19th this year, Pluto will officially bid farewell to Capricorn, setting the stage for extremely dramatic transformation in the way we view fame and recognition, and stepping in Aquarius until 2044. Pluto in Leo and Capricorn valued mainstream recognition and status, where being seen, heard, and noticed was the goal. Just think about it. The entire goal of Leo is to be seen. Look at me. You have to make your life to be seen. How? That's a different. Capricorn is the master boss. So it was in Pluto and Leo, and Capricorn was all about personal achievement and individual fame. However, Pluto in Aquarius is a whole different ballgame. Aquarius is the sign of innovation, but also rebellion and also community. It thrives in the background, working collectively rather than seeking the spotlight. So, in this new era, as I have to tell you, and they do tell you, like what Pluto brought before, when it was in Aquarius, it just shifted everything to where it should be. Like, it was just too much of, I guess, taking advantage of the people. It was French Revolution, it was American Revolution, and guess what? American Constitution starts with we, the people. You cannot have anything more Aquarian than that. We, the people. There is this collective. So Aquarius, that sign of innovation, rebellion, community, as I said, is now going to be centered on making a positive impact on one's community at the world stage. We, the people. So, in short, this traditional routes to fame, talent, looks, and wealth, look at me, plastic surgery, let's add it to the pile, that's not longer going to make it. It's going to be actually ridiculous. Just like disco went out of fashion, so will this one. So, Pluto in Aquarius encourages a more authentic and personable approach. And it can shift just on a dime, just like that. So it's not just about showcasing your talents, it's about how you connect with others, how you contribute to your community, and how you shine a light on those who need help. So those celebrities who lack genuine intentions or disregard the welfare of others most likely will find themselves exposed and losing relevance. Cancel, cancel, cancel. So significant shift that we will witness in the changing dynamics between celebrities and influencer is also going to be present. We did see lots of influencer and some of them don't make sense. Lots of photoshopped and modified pictures. Well, Kim Kardashian, the family, is kind of like one of the prototypes. So even though influencers have already been gaining ground, as they often possess greater flexibility, right, and greater authenticity. You can just jump on your phone and post a photo than all of these established celebrities. But celebrities just didn't really want to kind of fall behind, so they just jump on board. So in the Pluto in Aquarius era, this trend will actually intensify. So it's kind of like going to be influencers who genuinely connect with their audience and provide value and contribute to their communities will overshadow celebrities who are purely concerned with self-promotion and maintaining their status. So we will witness a divide between those who prioritize personal gain and those who strive to build genuine connections. It's going to be really easy to see. And then, you know what they say? Sharing is caring. And Aquarians share in a really quiet way. Leo shares in a very public way. Capricorn also shares in a public way. Leo will say, look at me, I gave money to the poor. Capricorn will say, my company contributes this much. Aquarius doesn't say anything, they just do it. So sharing will become a cornerstone, it's too late, cannot even talk, of this new era. Aquarius, being associated with community and collective consciousness, also values giving and sharing without expecting immediate returns. We all expect returns sooner or later. We all have a maybe selfish streak, but this you have to remove as much as possible. So it is about spreading knowledge, connecting people, and making a positive impact. The materialistic mindset that dominated this Pluto and Capricorn era will wane, making way for a more altruistic approach. And that doesn't mean that if you get yourself yoga mat that you are like right in. If you're doing yoga mat because it's stretching you and doing the stuff and you think this is benefiting you, but you are really not advancing spiritually. You are really not helping this woman on the street who is like now in the cold and freezing. You are really not giving them a sandwich or a spare change that you have, or possibly offering them shelter if you can. You're really not doing anything. Don't fool yourself with that. Thanks. So You will also see emergence and establishment of brands that prioritize community building and social impact will also rise in popularity. That flashy luxury brands are going to really fight for their survival. Aquarius, and tell me, I'm living my entire life as it. Sometimes it surprises you. You start a day quite well, you have the plan set, you're going to have a date with your boyfriend, but on a date, you just say to yourself, what the hell am I doing? Why am I with this guy? That's it, I'm done. Like, it just comes like that. It just tells you it's a flash of lighting and you have to act. Prepare yourself for it. I have lived entire life with it and I know how to expect the unexpected all the time. Maybe you don't know how to expect it. So you're going to learn. It can be very rocky ride for a while. So also it's going to be the emphasis on ego, which is going to undergo a significant transformation because both Leo and Aquarius grapple with ego related issues, but in very different ways. Leo is focused on personal identity and recognition. Look at me, it has to be seen, right? This is the job, this is the karma that is in a contract for being a Leo in this life. Aquarius, on the other hand, seeks to transcend ego and be a part of something greater. It's just kind of like, of course, you want that piece of fame, but then you don't. It's very confusing because then you remind yourself, I have to do something else. So, under Pluto in Aquarius, individuals will face the challenge of separating their ego driven desires from their collective and community oriented aspirations. It is becoming more selfless and it's contributing to the greater good. So imagine me having Moon in Leo and Sun in Aquarius. I have double job to do over here. So one of the central themes in thriving during Pluto journey through Aquarius is setting oneself apart from the crowd. How do you stand apart? What is unique about you? I had a lunch with a friend of mine this past weekend. She is absolutely adorable and amazing in any significant way. And I don't know her quite well, but like the energy, the aura, the cloud, everything, check, check, check. She, however, is missing a hand. It's just a birth defect. Many of us have our own cross to bear. And she opened up to me saying, you know what, I'm grateful. I say thank you to God each and every day. She said, I had a really difficult time accepting it for many, many years. I was about to marry and he loved me very much. But his mother just ridiculed me and she said, like, what will we say to people? So that was at Leo. Like, be seen. Or Capricorn, how do I handle the situation? I'm not in charge. This is disturbing my equilibrium. It's not even about me, but I'm going to control it. That's what Capricorn does. That's the big boss kind of a thing, right? But this is exactly what I am talking about here, right? Like the values that are important, like who you're inside, it's actually going to be turned on. It's kind of like this door, new door open, right? So clearly understanding that she needs to be thankful because the reasoning behind it is that it reveals to you people who are just toxic and bad for you right away. So you don't have to deal with 7 years of relationship to realize that you are dealing like a master narcissist. It's right there. Sure, it stinks and it's not fun and nobody likes to be rejected and be reminded that you are not good enough for someone. But you also build that incredible strength. And Leo's card is strength. Aquarius card is star, and star is there to nourish. Let me just again run you by the story of the star in tarot. So star is number 17. It's major arcana. It's one of the finalists, and it's really talking about uplifting yourself higher. So she's shown as this beautiful naked woman under the starlight, not moonlight, starlight, because moon only comes after that. It's kind of like prelude to the moonlight. The card before was the Tower. So as you know, the entire story of major arcanas are being told through Fool and his journey toward obtaining spirituality and enlightenment. So he had lots of fun in the first 10 steps. But like when he moved to the like higher major arcana, like he's scratching his head, like first he's like hangman, he has to do what other people tell him and quote unquote enjoy it. Right then he's like death. He's, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to like it. And then like, okay, like it's a little bit of respite, like I mean temperance, but really you want to merge two different things, a human and a horse? Are you insane? Then you get to devil and say, oh, I just want ice cream. Yeah, I just lost 100 pounds and I got myself in shape, but let me just abuse this right now, right? Or like why not to step out of marriage to see how this is? Oh, sure, nobody's going to know if I pocket this, money. Then the tower comes, and tower says, I don't think so. You failed the test. And I'm going to shake you down. I don't care if you're the king, and I don't care if you're the peasant. You just simply need to rebuild. So the fool is not completely down. He fell down on his face. He lost his reputation. He lost his possessions. He has nothing. So he's down crying. It's complete darkness. There is nothing left, just disaster. There's like nothing to really hope for. And guess what? In that, all of a sudden he sees light in this beautiful, gorgeous, naked woman. But to who he's not attracted as he was in that naked woman when he visited the other one in the lovers stage. So she's telling him, you're not well. Come with me. Come. So she's feeding him. She's giving him shelter. She is hugging him, making sure that he flourishes, that he starts to like feel alive, that he's not down. So you can see Fool's chin is no longer pointing down. He's slowly looking up. Slowly the spark, those stars are like entering his eyes as well. He's feeling tingle in his heart, in his fingers, everywhere. Everything is becoming electrical. And like he's moving and now he's fantasizing how really great this is. Like we really quickly forget the bad things, and thank God for that, because otherwise life wouldn't be fun. This gives us ability to move forward. So remember this, being stuck in the victim stage, not forgetting, not forgiving and not forgetting is only hurting really us. The rest of them already don't care about us. So you can as well allow yourself that gift. Let it go. So as Fool is now again becoming a little bit self-interested. Oh, about me, and I want this, and I want that. He turns around and he cannot see this woman anywhere anymore. He starts screaming, hey, Star, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And then he sees this glimmering of the light kind of like fading away, moving away from him, going upwards. And he's seeing her transferring herself from a woman to a star. So don't go, don't go, don't go. She goes, you're okay now. You're going to be okay. Just trust yourself and follow your star. So this is the star card in tarot. That's the service it has, right? So what did she do? Did she go out and tell the king or tell the queen what she did? Did she just turn her face around like many people pass by the poor on the street and they don't look because it's no interest to them? It's dangerous. They justify? No, she did everything she could And they teach him to fish, as they say. She gave him tools for actually moving forward, right? So with this is community. She did help him one on one, because generally one on one is a thing of Libra. Gemini is also air sign. It kind of goes internal. There is internal dialogue. With Libra, it's one on one dialogue, kind of like very personable. Let's create this balance, like you give in, you give out, kind of like to create it. But with Aquarius, this is community, this is everybody. So doing this for one, it's beneficial because you know you're starting this chain of goodwill. I have to tell you, each day I pass by one intersection, there is somebody there begging for money. And yes, I'm afraid they're going to jump in front of the car. Yes, I am afraid that, they're under influence. But I'm also afraid that because I don't give them a few dollars, they're going to die, because they're not going to survive another freezing night without food. So that's kind of like the community and collaboration. And also in this period, there will be moments when standing out and going against the grain becomes essential. You need to ask yourself, because Capricorns would rather die than to expose themselves. Unless, you have been David Bowie, who got it in the end. The whole celebrity is not worth it unless you value what is really important, being authentic. So, Aquarius being that sign of the rebel, right? It's often challenging the status quo, introducing unconventional ideas. So we are already seeing introduction artificial intelligence, introduction of, I'm going to become super me, not just me, but super me. So being a trendsetter, even if it means being initially misunderstood or ostracized, will be a path to recognition. And you'll just really need to be you. You're going to need to plug that button and be seen. But be seen not in order to be accepted by the other people, but to bring new ideas, but to kind of like help everybody. So in this new era, authenticity will shine. Influencers, celebrities, and individuals who dare to be different, who dare to speak their truth, and also who dare to challenge popular opinions will garner respect and admiration, but only if their personal soapbox benefit many. So the focus will shift from being seen for the sake of popularity, I guess that's what I'm meaning to say, to being seen for one's unique contributions and authenticity. Aquarius doesn't care about performative actions. Aquarius values genuine communication and authenticity. So as we move away from materialism and ego-driven pursuits, we will discover the power of selfless giving and connecting with others. It's a delicate balance between individuality and collective consciousness, finding ways to stand out while you're contributing to the well-being of the community. Going back to this guy or guys who are on that intersection that I pass every day, you know, this few dollars that I give, they always come back to me. Always. Not necessarily in terms of money, but it's almost like, imagine that you put a couple of bucks, that somebody pays you a compliment, but true, genuine one, because you genuinely help somebody. There is like something coming your way. You're creating shift, you're creating positivity, you're creating that flow. So, you know, maybe it is selfish initially that you do it because it's going to come to you. It's kind of weird how it works. If you do it for selfish reason that this comes to you, it's not going to. And if you do it because you genuinely want to help, it's going to. So that is going to be the litmus test. So the journey through Pluto in Aquarius will be marked by rapid changes, shifting trends, and a greater emphasis on innovation. So let's wrap this up. Pluto's transition into Aquarius in 2024 signifies a big turning point in our society, values, and priorities. So the era of celebrity culture driven by this wealth and status, ego, looks, It's gradually giving way to a new era where authenticity, community, and selfless contribution takes complete center stage. So whether you're an influencer or you're a celebrity or individual seeking recognition, embracing these changes and aligning them with the values of Pluto in Aquarius will be essential for thriving in this particular next 20 years. So get ready for a world where being different, giving without expecting, and making a positive impact on your community will be the keys to becoming the star of your own life. So join me in live on Saturday to get your tarot guidance on this shift and how it is going to affect you, my dear friend. Until then, be well and get ready to be the true you. Love you.